Hello there, what is going on everyone? Today we are going to be taking a look at some new Magic the Gathering Commander decks for Marvel superheroes. There are 4 new pre-constructed Commander decks, and they are the Fantastic Four, Avengers Assemble, Doom, Prevails, and Wakanda Forever. These are going to be thematic, pre-built decks. And if you are a former Magic the Gathering player or a new player looking to get back into Magic the Gathering, this is a great way to jump in and play the incredibly popular format Commander and have a deck that is completely designed and ready to play straight out of the box. Very cool stuff. We're going to go through all 4 of these real quick and show you what comes in. If you guys are new here to the channel, we talk a lot about tabletop gaming, and I've been, of course, cataloging my journey back into Magic the Gathering a little bit, while still talking about other tabletop games like Warhammer, Star Wars, Legion, and spaceship games, and everything else in between. Lots of cool stuff. Love to have you stick around. We are doing a $25 Amazon gift card giveaway right now, which, if you win that, you can put that towards a game or a gaming expansion of your choice. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos. Let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, first up, we are going to be taking a look at Wakanda Forever. This is the Black Panther deck, and this is going to be green and white. We're going to have not as much as we used to have in previous Commander decks. They used to give you a little mini booster pack in here. So, but we are going to get a deck box for this one. This will hold all of the cards in here sleeved, but there's going to be probably some tokens in here. We have a little insert on this one, and we have this little piece of cardboard here. You could rip these tokens out if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that. But this is the deck right here. This last part is going to be tokens and extra things. Those probably, if those are sleeved or whatever, those usually doesn't fit into the box super well, so we're not going to be able to do that. But most folks will probably, if they like the deck, they'll probably want to put it into a bigger or fancier deck box. So you have options there. All right, we're going to get this thing out and we'll go through it. And here we go. All right, so let me zoom in a little bit so we can get a better. There we go. So we're going to start. We've got T'Challa. He's going to be our face commander here. He's T'Challa the Black Panther. Nice fancy foil there. We've got the Dora Milaje, Everett K. Ross, Hatut Zirce, Strike Force, King Solomon's Frogs, Midnight Angel Armor, Queen Mother Ramonda, Royal Talon Fighter Jet, the Spear of Bashinga, Ancestral Communion, Fight for the Throne, M'Baku, Nakia, Wakabi, Wakanda Forever, Zuri, Bast, Okoye, Shuri the Black Panther, Storm, Queen of Wakanda. So Storm has shown up a couple of times. T'Chaka, the Heart-Shaped Herb, the Kimoyo Beads, the Niyami-class Mothership, the Panther Habit, Panther Robot, Shuri's Fabricator, Vibranium Mining Mech, Vibranium Strike Gauntlets, the Great Mound, Divine Visitation, Loyal Retainers, Martial Coup, Vanquishing the Horde, Birds of Paradise, great reprint right there, Conduit of Worlds, Greater Good, Overwhelming Stampede, Coveted Jewel, Gilded Lotus, Helm of the Host, Metalwork Colossus, Solemn Simulacrum, love that card, Trading Post, Bountiful Promenade, Canopy Vista, Fortified Village, Razor Verge Thicket, Scattered Groves, Scavenger Grounds, Sungrass Prairie, Sunpetal Grove, Throne of the High City, the Orbital Vibranium Bomb, Scourglass. We've got a couple of renames here. We got the Wakandan War Panther, Black Panther's Claws, nice one. Mind's Eye, Panther Idol, the Sword of, which one is this? Anubis, the Skybreaker Sword of Bashinga, Nature's Love, Vibranium Dynamo, Dispatch, Generous Gift, Ingenious Gift, Palace Jailer, Valorous Stance, Beast Within, Harmonize, Loyal Guardian, Arcane Signet, Meteor Golem, Whisper Silk Cloak, Soul Ring, Command Tower. We're getting into our staples here. Evolving Winds, Path of Ancestry, Terramorphic Expanse, and I think it's all basic lands after that. As far as tokens, yeah, we have a bunch of tokens on the back. Soldiers, rhinos, they're all double-sided as well. All right, next up is the Fantastic Four. We'll crack this one open. It's going to be largely the same. We're going to get a deck box here. And this one is 4 colors. Everything but black, which, of course, it would be appropriate. It would be weird if it was like a 5-color deck and it was the Fantastic Four. It'd be weird if it was a 3-color deck. This one should be a little bit interesting because of the fact that I believe we get 4 different commanders. You can run either one as your commander. And I think they all have the fancy foil treatment in this one. So if you like to get the foil cards, the borderless, the good-looking cards, it's a good thing for commander. So we've got the Invisible Woman here. We've got Mr. Fantastic, and each one is a different color, but because they have the 4 colors in their cards text, that gives them the color identity to be a commander for 4 colors. We got Human Torch and the Thing. Now, there's multiple versions of each of these types of characters. I've got the full Fantastic Four from the main set, but they're completely different than these. So any of these cards you're getting with this Marvel symbol over here on the sides is going to mean it's from the commander or basically the extra set. Those can be Jumpstart or Commander. So that's cool. But these are cards that you generally don't see in the regular booster packs. So it's kind of 2 different Marvel sets in one. So Galactus, Devourer of Worlds. We've got Silver Surfer, Invisible Force Field, Ultimate Nullification, Council of Reeds, Fantastic Elasticity, Lockjaw, Valeria Richards, Alicia Masters, Flamon, Franklin Richards, Nova Flame. It's clobbering time. Medusa. So we're getting, I guess, all of the Inhumans in here. Black Bolt, which is kind of cool. Cosmic Crucible, Crystal, Dragon Man, First Family, Namor. We've got Power Pack, Willie Lumpkin. We got our Stan Lee cameo right here, which is great. Fantastic Car, Herbie, Negative Zone Portal, Unstable Molecule Suit, a Cleansing Nova, Clever Concealment, Collective Effort, Monologue Tax, love that, Promise of Loyalty, Tragic Arrogance, Quantum Misalignment, Recurring Insight, Into the Time Vortex, Seize the Day, Path of Discovery, Galvanic Iteration, Taunt from the Rampart, Whirlwind of Thought, Chromatic Lantern, Mirage Mirror, Canopy Vista, Cinderglade, Clifftop Retreat, Exotic Orchard, Fabled Passage, Glacial Fortress, Hinterland Harbor, Prairie Stream, Radiant Summit, Rejuvenating Springs, Rootbound Crag, Scorched Geyser, Sudden Verde, Sulphur Falls, Sunpetal Grove, The Watcher's Warning, Franklin's Finality, The Five Arrive, Terramorphic Expanse, Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, Baxter Building, Bovine Intervention. This should be in like a Diablo expansion. Cut a Deal, Path to Exile, Deep Analysis, Cultivate, Farseek, Terramorph, 3 Visits, Expressive Iteration, Hull Breach, that's a good card, Arcane Signet, Lightning Greaves, Soul Ring, I love that Soul Ring with the 4, Command Tower, Evolving Winds, Path of Ancestry, and then all of our basic lands in there. We've got Walls, we've got Council of Reeds, Treasure Tokens, Oxo. All right, that's the Fantastic Four deck. Next up, it is Doom Prevails. This is our bad guys deck. Lots of bad guys in here. But just because they are bad guy does not mean they are bad guy, right? I don't know. We'll see. Wreck-It Ralph reference there. We got our deck box. We've got all of our stuff there. But really, it's just about this. I do wish they would kind of go back to putting the little, the little 2-card collector booster sample packs in these, especially at the prices that these were at. They were, like these used to be cheaper. When I got into it, they were like, I think, want to say like 40, 50 bucks a pack, and they've kind of gone up to like 70 a pack now on average. And then you're getting even less. But it does have Doctor Doom on it. You do have, Marvel superheroes. You have Captain America, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Black Panther, all these, really cool characters on here. And that is kind of one of the things. That's kind of one of the reasons a lot of people will get into it, is because of the licensing. There's extra fees that go into that type of stuff too. But really, you're just buying cards, right? But cards with cool art on them. Like this one, Doctor Doom, King of Latveria. He's going to be your commander there. Red, black, and blue. All right. We've got Molecule Man, Extract Power, Glorious Purpose, Helmut Zemo Mastermind, Kang Dynasty, Age of Ultron, Damocles Base, Endless Ranks of Hydra, Frightful Four, Ironmonger, Claw, Abomination, Batroc, Killmonger, Lady Loki. I've got a fly that is buzzing around here, and I think it might be the spirit of an ancestor of mine. He will not leave me alone, and I cannot catch him. So my apologies if he lands on a card mid-shot here. Loki Scepter, Puppet Master, Stilt Man, Titania, Arch Nemesis, Kang Prime, Loki the Deceiver, Red Ghost, the Squadron Sinister, Typhoid Mary, Ultron, Unlimited, Doom's Time Platform, Tri-Sentinel Act of Vengeance, Black Market Connections, Kindred Dominance, Lethal Scheme, Toxic Deluge, Blasphemous Act, Chaos Warp, Bedouble, Currency Converter, Progenitor's Icon, Skull Clamp, Canyon Slough, Choked Emissary, Coastal Peak, Dragon Skull Summit, Drowned Catacomb, Exotic Orchard, Fetid Pools, Foreboding Ruins, Frost Boil Snarl, Luxury Suite, Scavenger Grounds, Scorched Geyser, Smoldering March, Sulphur Falls, Sunken Hollow, Loki's Double, Lady Loki's Manifestation, Baron Strucker, Hydra Overlord, Moonstone, House Mistress, Kang, Temporal Tyrant, Madam Hydra, Villainous Hideout, Awesome Android, Chameleon, Master of Disguise. Yes, you will see Spider-Man reprints in this set. Propaganda, Knight's Whisper, Siphon Mind, Doomstone, Career Criminal, Withering Torment, Superior Foes, of Spider-Man, Vandal Blast, Prowler, Clawed Thief, Terminate, Arcane Signet, Patchwork Banner, Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots, Talisman of Dominance, Talisman of Indulgence, Command Tower, Crumbling Necropolis, Path of Ancestry, Secluded Courtyard, Terramorphic Expanse, Unclaimed Territory, and your basic lands. We got some tokens, villain tokens, ape villain tokens, rogue tokens. That is our Doom Prevails deck. And our final deck, Avengers Assemble. All right. Cannot run Captain America and the Human Torch in the same deck. It's a rule. It's not really a rule. That would be funny, though. That would be very, very funny. All right, we've got our deck box here. We've got Nick Fury. We've got Cap. We've got this really cool Cap art on this one. For Captain America, team leader. The cool thing about Captain America, a lot of folks might not recognize this if you're kind of casual Magic players, but he is red, white, and blue, as you would typically expect. However, other red, white, and blue characters do not follow that. I believe they are blue, red, and white as far as the way that they order the colors. So it's not ever written red, white, and blue in that order on any other character. So that's a thing about Cap, as you know, as one would expect. So that one's cool. We've got Avenge. We've got Falcon and Redwing, Hercules, Heroic Return, Heroic Sacrifice, Methods of the Mighty, Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Jarvis, Professor Hulk, The Wasp, West Coast Expansion, Firebird, Photon, She-Hulk, War Machine, Ant-Man, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Director Nick Fury, Hawkeye. Look, for example, he's blue, red, and white. right? He's not red, white, and blue. Why is Cap red, white, and blue? Well, we know why. All right. Love on the Battlefield. Quicksilver. Scarlet Witch. Shang-Chi. Avengers. Quinjet. Hulkbuster Armor. Love this one. I love this one. Jocasta, Automaton Avenger, Vision Synthesoid Avenger, Austere Command, Bastion Protector, Dismantling Wave, Folk Hero, Gift of Immortality, Kindred Discovery, Door to Destinies, Metallic Mimic, Tome of Legends, Clifftop Retreat, Coastal Peak, Exotic Orchard, Frost Boil Snarl, Ferricam Snarl, Glacial Fortress, Glittering Massive, Irrigated Farmland, Plaza of Heroes, muy. Port Town, Prairie Stream, Radiant Summit, Scavenger Grounds, Scorched Geyser, Spectator Seating, Sulphur Falls, Raise Repulsor Shields, Thor, Asgard's Avenger, Captain Marvel, Spaceborne, Patriot, Shield Wielder, Speed Young Avenger, Captain America, Living Legend, Avengers Tower, Destroy Evil, Make Your Move, Swords to Plowshares, Arcane Denial, Reconnaissance Mission, Rip Apart, Arcane Signet, Hero Blade, Relic of Legends, Sol Ring, Talisman of Conviction, Talisman of Creativity, Talisman of Progress, Thought Vessel, Command Tower, Mystic Monastery, Path of Ancestry, Secluded Courtyard, Unclaimed Territory, Shield Spy Satellite, Avengers Monitoring Station, Rescue, Pepper Pots, and all of the basic lands. For tokens, we've got birds. Have you heard? Has anybody here heard? Have you guys been informed? That is the Avengers deck. All right, that does it. That is a quick look at all 4 of the decks. If you wanted to read more about each individual card, feel free to go back and watch it again. Pause on the ones that you maybe have questions about. And we will keep going with more content. Make sure you stick around. We'll be doing all kinds of cool stuff this next week and every week after that as well. I will talk to you later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all, and always wash your socks.